Welcome to the App Showcase, where we review Microsoft-related apps primarily from the App Store, but also through trial versions. SV MacPack is a certified veteran-owned and HubZone consulting firm supporting primarily the U.S. federal government. In support of our customers' need to do market research on apps such as these, we started recording our review of these apps. We hope these reviews help you as well. In this video, we're going to be reviewing Kanban apps from the Microsoft Store. In particular, we'll be reviewing Sysdoc's Kanban board. As always, I'll move fast, pointing out what I like and what would make me hesitate to recommend this app to my customers. My goal is to be as candid as I would if just talking to my own team about this app. Hopefully the review helps you and perhaps even provides good feedback to the publisher of this app. Let's go ahead and get started right here on the Microsoft App Store. We'll begin here in the top. One of the things I ding publishers for is when they write pricing free. I rarely find that it's free. But somewhere along the lines it's more of a trial version, so they could have chose that. Coming on down, the next thing I really look for is the versions, and I'm really happy to see that it's got a lot of updates, a lot of build activity on here. That means to me that they've been listening to the customers or addressing bugs, and so that's great. The fact that it's updated very recently in the last couple of months is a good thing from my perspective as well, because it means it's fresh. Last thing on the column on the left I look for is the support, so I'm going to go ahead and open up a new page to see what we've got there. And if I'm following it correctly, they just took us to a place to buy it, which isn't that good. So, and I don't quickly see a way to get the help part of it. So let me go ahead and close that. We'll come back into the main part. There's no ratings. Let's see if there's any reviews. There's no reviews. That's not necessarily a bad thing. The whole point of this video and for you watching the video is for us to kind of review it together and decide whether we want to move forward evaluating it. I do like how they list all the features in here that they have or highlight some of their features. These are great. The ability to switch among multiple boards means we can create multiple boards. That's very good. And it's got different colors, etc. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and see what our pictures look like. This first one, I'm assuming just shows us the main board. It'd be nice if they had a description on here for each image that tells us what they're trying to showcase, like what's the feature they're highlighting. Here I'm assuming they're showing the filtering capabilities, which is interesting because now I'm seeing they have a left-hand column navigation. This one here, I'm assuming they're showing the coloring, how you can change it to kind of a darker color or something. Let's go ahead and close that. And the next one is something else, but I'm not sure what they're trying to show us. It could be. Oh, it's just the theme. Let me go ahead and click on that again. It's just the theme and showing the colors. It looks like differently. And the last guy, let's go ahead and take a look at this. And that looks to me like the ability to choose which board you want to see. That would be pretty nice because it's easy to find the boards. Let's go ahead and see what we got. I've installed the app, but I haven't activated it. So if we come in here, we're going to look at Sysdoc's board. I'm going to click on it and see what the activity is. I do this too for the those of you in IT who need to install this on your own environment. You want to be able to see kind of what would happen if you install it. I'll say this in other places, but while this is loading, I'll tell you the reason I do this is so you don't have to download 5 different apps and get them into your production environment or even your own clean lab environments that you're trying not to mess up. If you can watch a 15-minute video or several of them without having to go through the headaches yourself, you avoid the cost of the evaluation by just watching the videos and choosing the one that you want to download. I was trying to talk to her for a while for the app to finish loading. There is no progress bar. That's never a good thing, but I'm always assuming something's happening in the background and maybe this will shoot forward. I'm going to go ahead and cut this part of the video out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick back up on this video. I had spent about 10 minutes, 15 minutes with this app. It's having a problem. It's just hanging right here, as you can see. I went back, I removed the app. I actually tried to refresh it a couple times, kept reloading it. Then I just removed the app completely, reinstalled it or re-added the app to my site, and still nothing was happening with it. So I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the challenge is as it moves forward. One of the things that's interesting to me, though, is I noticed this KTM task is the list it's kind of pointing to, but KTM to me sounds like it stands for Kanban Task Manager Tasks, and I'm hoping that's not what they named their list, because if it is, then potentially there's multiple apps out there naming it KTM Tasks or something. They could have given it a little more unique name, or at least an internal name that people don't see, and display it as KTM Tasks or something. But one of the things, as long as I'm going to cut this video a little short, it'd be nice if app publishers would actually say what their app is doing when it's installed or loading. For example, I'm building a list, I'm deploying these files, I'm doing these things. Just something that tells you exactly what's going on. And then when you remove it, if they give you the option to choose what to remove. Oh, no, I don't want to remove the data, for example. But anyways, as a recap, I'm recommending you skip this app until the publishers can address the non-functioning concerns I mentioned there. I hope you found this review useful as you evaluate various apps available to you and your organization. Please provide me with feedback in the comments, letting me know how I can make the App Store channel, the App Showcase channel, and these reviews more useful to you. Feel free to even suggest apps we should review, and we'll work to get them on the schedule. Finally, if you found this review helpful, please share a note about it on one of the social media platforms. I'm your host, Neil McDonald with SV MacPack. I thank you for joining me today and hope you'll join me again for other reviews.